I just saw this video about the basic music theory behind the bells by Jeff Mills, and I thought to myself, why don't have a real deep dive into the theory behind it, because music theory might have different explanations and interpretations on the music itself. We are going to talk about Johann Sebastian Bach, an important composer from Baroque times that literally died with him. Johann Sebastian Bach was mainly active in Leipzig. He shaped its musical heritage and history, and he died there. And I was born in Leipzig. He used a composing technique called counterpoint, and he developed it further. He had a very special chord used in many of his works, and I'd like to talk about this chord, and I'd like to talk about just a few notes that are called tritone, have been known for centuries in history of music as the devil in music. Music theory. It can't really explain the magic in music, but everything else. So, here we go. I'm using the Casio SA46 for this. I've used it in some of my productions, and I even did 2 still unreleased tracks with this one. Just using sounds like... So, the bells. As you've seen before, the foundation for this can be seen as some kind of dissonance between the minor and the major chord, F minor or F major. This is one perspective, but there's another one. It's the context of this motive or theme. If you say this direction, what if it goes to a completely other chord? Then it would be something like... It's going to A minor here. These A, C and E. A triad, a chord, a classical chord. A minor changes everything on it. Let's have a classical harmonic cadence you've heard for hundreds of years and in every pop or rock song, like A minor, the 4th step, D minor, and the 5th in major, and it goes back to A minor. A bit quicker. This 5th step is important. In this case, if we say the key is A minor, A, C and E, the 5th step is E, G sharp and B. It's an E major chord. And this chord, it has to go somewhere. This G sharp has to go back, and it goes back to the key in A minor. This chord, as many chords, can be modified in so many ways, and one very classical way is to add the 7th note. It's the D, and then it sounds like this. That's a major 7th chord. You can hear it everywhere in every pop song. It has a history of hundreds of years. And you can even make another change, and now things are getting interesting. You can take away the key note of E major, the E, you take it away, and you add a so-called diminished 9th. That's just a half tone up from here plus an octave, and then it sounds like this. It feels like Johann Sebastian Bach invented this. He used it everywhere. He used it like this. And then he resolved it in... That's so typical Baroque Bach, and he used it everywhere. And this chord... In German it's called DV. It's like a major 7th on E major 7th with the removed keynote and the added diminished 9th. In this there's something that is called tritone. It's this, this and this. This last note. It should be this, like a D minor, but it's like this diminished 5th. And if you play it with its resolution, it has to go somewhere. It has to go up to A. It's like... You've heard it before. Let's shorten this. And let's change it a little bit. So, this theme, this motive in the bells, it has to be understood as some kind of playing around with a big tension of this special dominant chord and the tritone in finally resolving it back to the key, the A key, the A minor key, and it goes immediately back to its tension of the tritone and the dominant chord that has to go somewhere back to the main key. It feels like a spiritual cleansing, it's an enlightenment to go back to where we came from. And it always plays around. It is there and then it goes directly back. And that's the secret behind the bells. It won't get any more complicated, and I don't think Jeff Mills thought about that. He just thought about the feeling behind it and the sound, and that's okay. But by the way, bells, church bells, would never show this because it's the devil. It's the devil in music. I think people died because of this.